All
It's
right.
a great story.
Starting our Google Hangout with some beautiful singing from Kimberly. You
Who's
can
a
keep going.
good emotion? Had that song
What?
in my head
Got
all
to do,
day.
got to do with it. Okay, so Daniel can't make it. He sent over some notes, and as usual, Google Hangouts is causing us difficulties to connect with Amelia in Tonga. So
Can I
we're
go?
just going to start and maybe just get Amelia to send us some notes. That's for the teacher. Looks like it's you and me, Kimberly.
So excited. So glad I did all the reading. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
didn't read it on.
Did you wait? You didn't read it, or you did read it?
No, I did. I did
Uh,
it during another class. Because
uh,
I got rid of that class.
I read it
I don't
too. So
say that on
that's
here, but oops.
okay.
Okay.
So
I
first
really.
question. Oh, you
Oh,
go. Talk.
you go. What are the questions? We should be lots of questions.
It says, "What does love mean for these writers?"
Okay, so the one that I really like the I love to you thing. Like, I don't know why, but I just really like it. Just like not that I would like say like I love to you to someone, but like I understand like where she's coming. Oh, there's Amelia. Like I understand like what they're writing about. It's like I don't take you for a direct object or like that. I like revolve around you or like you revolve around me. I don't know. It's like you're not like reducing, whatever that word is, like the other person. Like you're not like making yourself like making them inferior to you. Like there's no superiority. Like I'm loving to you. Like I don't know. Like using it more of a verb than as a noun, I guess.
Yeah, I understood kind of what that writer was. Who is the writer? Gosh, oh, Luce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the first part. Like um, kind of just what you were saying. It's like you're not an object. We kind of we're coming together,
Yeah.
which is really cool. But I did find it a little bit technical.
My roommate's thinking, "What's love got to do with it now?"
It's legit.
Sorry, keep going.
No, that's mad. They should come and sing to us.
Sammy, he wants you to come sing for us. Just be our background singer.
That's what's up. Okay, the other writer, Selectable. I understood that way more, and it was like, what I guess in relation to the question, what does love mean for this person, is that basically love, you can love someone in your mind but not actually be with them, and that the idea of that person is enough to keep you in love with them, or to loving that idea without actually being in that person. And then it kind of talked about how, like, the stories of the books, by actually being with them, you could lose interest. Like, you could, it was the
Yeah,
idea of actually loving that person that kept you in love with them, as opposed to loving them for who they were and being in their presence.
yeah. And like when I
Uh,
was reading, oh, that's right. Sorry. All right.
no, 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 you go. Yeah.
I was thinking like on that part, like I was kind of like thinking like arranged marriages, how those work, like how like there's like the whole thing where like anybody can fall in love with anyone, like how they like have like that whole psychological thing where it's like they can figure out who you should marry based on like how you answer these questions, or like you can fall in love with a person like by answering like what is it like 20 questions and then like staring in their eyes for 4 minutes or whatever it is. And like I think that that's like so crazy to like think about in this sort of sense, like being with a person that can make you fall in love with them, but like just the idea of the fact that you should be in love with them, like that's what makes you love them in a way, you know? Like how like
Yeah.
arranged marriages,
Yeah.
like they don't really have a say. Like you're stuck with them, like sorry, but like that's how it goes. Um, but like they make themselves love each other, you know? That's what I was like thinking about, like when I was reading the other one.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. I like it. I think the other thing that was interesting to that too is where is it? Are we still there? Everyone hear me? Okay. I think he's talking about love he's talking about it as if like that we put. Oh, come on, where is it? I hate downloading these things off the internet, and because then I can't highlight them. You know what I mean? And then I lose my notes. It drives me crazy. Anyway, hang on. Doesn't matter. Okay, we can just move on. But I think it's like again talking about the idea of love, but it's just like the person that we want to be with, or um, the person just comes in and fits the mold of what our ideals are. So it's moving back to the idea of loving, of just the idea of loving someone. But it's somewhere in the writing it talked about how I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it's just that we have this perceived idea of what it is, and then it's not necessarily the person that we love. It's because they meet those needs that we have of what love should be. That's what it was.
Yeah, I totally think that's like a thing too. Like you become like so like thought in your mind like this is what I want, like this is what like I need, and then like the second you find it, like no matter how much they change as a person, like you're still focused on that. Like I don't know, I was just thinking about like applying a lot this week. I don't know, like but like when you like when you first marry someone or like when you first like get in a relationship with someone, like they're a different person than like a year later. Obviously, like how much time you spend together and like all the things that you do. Like there's a lot of change in that time period. So like the things that you love before, like those ideas that you're talking about, like even though it changes, like they're still like in love with this idea.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool. I don't know.
No, I like it. I do. I agree. It'd be good if we could find that example. I had it written down, but I must have deleted it.
Which one is it in?
It's in the longer one, the Salaklu
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I don't even know how to pronounce his names. What's that? I know I don't have any markings on it, so it's like
Annoying. Anyway,
I don't know. What's our
that's
next question? Oh, you know
okay.
what I really like? The little like poem thing that was at the very beginning of Love, Providence, or Despair. Where it's like, I love you. I can't love you unless I give you up. Love for oneself knows only one barrier. Love for others, love for objects. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that is cool. And that's true in the story, yeah, because this Stevens guy,
Yeah,
he's in love with the idea of like the other worker, but because of their jobs, you can't, so he has to give it up, like he gives it up, but then that's real love.
yeah. No, you're like trying to like cover it, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, this part says the obsessional speech always suggests meaning that desperately tries to cover his desire, or more precisely, the obsessional speaks and thinks compulsively only to avoid his desire. And so I think that was cool.
Yeah.
It's like trying to hide it, like letting it go in a way. Thought that was cool. Okay.
All right, what's the next question?
How does love affect the way we see another person? Did you do that one?
I'm all over the place here. What is it?
How does love affect the way we see another person? I think we kind of answered that on that one, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's just like more. Well, I think Selekul flipping. I wish
I don't
we'd
know.
have
Yeah.
names. Anyway, that
So
writer is more about the idea of, and that affects the way that we see the other people. Whereas writer is talking. It's all about the person and about what you need to do and what they need to do in order to love each other. If that makes sense, like giving, sacrificing, and everything else.
I think like like how like love affects the way we see people. Like, a lot of the times, like it becomes like blurred. Like you know how like even in the Irigari ones and Lucy or whatever their names is, like even though like I feel like they're trying to like avoid um like having that sort of relationship where it's just sort of like saying it to say it, you know? Like I
Yeah,
feel like despite like everything that's going on, like they're trying to make this statement like actually mean something. It's like after a while, like I'm sorry, like it literally means nothing after a while. Like after somebody says I'm sorry to you so many times, like there's nothing to it. Like when somebody says I love you so many times, like over time, like it depreciates in value sometimes, you know, like so I think that like hit the way that he or she, I don't even know, is writing, like I think that she's just trying to like avoid that like loving someone just because you love them at first, but like saying this statement instead will like make it so that it's not like you're losing the love. Like it's not like you're losing like meaning behind the words I love you. If that makes sense.
yeah, it does. It's like almost like a behavior as well, though. Just, but like when you're saying it, there's effort behind it. Okay, I think Amelia just messaged me. She's gonna. Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna get. She's just gonna send her notes to us
Okay.
because it's
Not
yeah,
working very well.
not working very well for her. Okay,
Not at all.
we'll hang out. Okay, so I think that's yeah. So how does love affect the way? Yeah, I think we covered that. Okay, next question. Does this necessarily need to happen as far as these writers are concerned? Does what
What
need to
does
happen?
what I don't know.
Oh, I think that's in reference to how does love affect the way we see another? Does this necessarily need to happen as
Oh,
far as the writer is concerned?
I didn't watch the video.
Well, the other thing I think that's important to keep in mind about love is the time period, yeah, because we're talking. Well, I agree with the "I love to you" thing. I think that's really really good.
Mhm.
That kind of, I would be more inclined to be like that, you know, sacrificing and doing and not just saying it.
Yeah.
With the other writer, we're talking about hierarchical roles and institutional roles that kind of put these people together, and it's kind of like almost like limiting their ability to love someone, so that the idea that they can be in love with someone but they don't do anything about it, I don't actually think that that's love.
Yeah.
Because why would you be in love with someone and not do anything about it?
Yeah. I totally agree with
So
that. That's a
I
really
think
good point.
in the response to that question, does this necessarily? No, it doesn't need to happen. It can be. That is not love. Love is not confining like that. So It then says, do you agree with the definitions of love that these writers use? If not, what other definitions might you suggest?
I definitely like the 5-page one where she's like talking about I left you. Like how she talks about love like not being possessive, that love is like mutually shared. So I thought that that was a really cool thing that she was talking about. She's like, oh frick, I don't even know where it's at. Like I don't know, but it's like that is not like subjective or anything like that, but it's like one, and it's not like like it's not. Oh, here's part of it. It says nothing here then suggests marriage through a contract that snatches me away from one family chain to another. Nothing subjects me like a disciple to a master. Nothing takes like all of this stuff. Like he's like trying to prove that like love isn't like some trap or anything like that. Like it's even like it's a new stage in her existence, one enabling me to accomplish my gender and a specific identity related to my history and to a period of history. And I thought that was like such a good like little paragraph that she had because like she was like sort of like I don't even know if it's a he or she, but she is like blowing out of the water like the whole like concept of like marriage being something that's like holding you back and marriage being something that like is like making you do all of these things that you don't want to do, um like limiting you. But like she's like it doesn't like it's not what you think it is because love is some grander thing like that's mutual between me and my spouse. Like it's not me suffering because I'm choosing to marry him. It's me wanting to marry him because of this great love that we have together.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually really like that. I found that paragraph, I was just reading through it as well.
Yeah, it's right after her little brackets. That's on there.
Mm. It's interesting because in the other one, it's kind of like that the love almost is like hindering because they can't do anything about it. You know what I mean? They can't,
Yeah.
you know, because of their jobs or whatever, they can't love someone because of that was the Butler example. And then the
Yeah.
other novel was the man who married someone of equal class but was in love with this other girl who was from a lower class. It was interesting because he didn't do anything about it. And even then, when he had the chance, when all those social norms and barriers and everything were removed, and even his son wanted him to go find his great true love, he sits outside of the other lady's house and he doesn't do anything about it. And then the lady's butler then closes the shades and he just gets up and walks away. And it was talking about how that was like that his love is still secure, it's still there and it's safe. And he can go on living his life just still being in love with this person without doing anything about it. Do you notice that?
I'm just thinking. I understand. I was looking for the quote that's like it says it's like one of the things she has underlined. She's like, for romantic love to emerge, one does not need the real person present. What is necessary is the existence of the image.
Yes. What page is
Then
that?
it's on page 530. I found it when I was scrolling. I was
That's what I
trying to
was.
find this. Yeah, because then I was like thinking about like the very end of so like you have that first like underline part, and then after the second underline where it's like and it enables us to perceive ourselves in a new way, compassionate, lovable, beautiful, decent. Because of the ideal invested in the person we love, we feel shame in front of him or her, or we try to fascinate this person. So like almost like being like your best self in order to like prove to that person, you know?
Yeah. Do we agree with that though? Do you agree that as it says, for romantic love to emerge, one does not need the real person present?
Is what? Sorry.
Do you agree with that sentence where it says, for romantic love to emerge, one does not need the real person present? What is necessary is the existence of the image.
I don't agree with that
Yeah.
personally. I don't think like as much as it is possible, like okay, like if we bring it back to like arranged marriages, like as possible as it is to like fall in love with the person that you're like being arranged to be married to, like as great as that is, like that's not like the love I like to have, you know, like you'd want to have like the love like with someone that like like you fell for, you know, like someone that you had that relationship with, and that like that's what inclined you to make like to fall in love with them, not the fact that you're stuck with living with them, so you're making the best out of it, you know.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that like love comes from like experience, like love comes through like experiencing things together, like when you like finding joy in like the little things that you guys do together. Like I think that's where love is, you know.
Yeah. It's interesting that this then goes on to say that we love this object because of the perfection which we have striven to reach for our own ego. So I agree that love will make us to become better people, but I don't agree that like we need the real person to be present. We need that
Yeah,
connection.
it's like you can like talk to a poster all day long, but like nothing's gonna happen. Like it's not a like that poster's not gonna come to life and then fall in love with you.
Yeah. Okay. Daniel sent me some notes.
Hmm.
That I love to you. He says that it seems that you know that I love to you one by Irigara.
Hmm.
Yeah. He says it seems that love is something that needs to be consensual between both parties. For making you, and he uses a quote to back it up. He says, "For making you my property, my possession, mine, does not accomplish the alliance between us." I like that. They're saying like submission and everything else that people would say, you know, about marriage, like you were talking about before, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, what accomplishes the alliance between us is actually love. It's not just submission. Respect the boundaries and attention. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, he's got some good points there too. Did you get that as well?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I think we've answered the questions.
Yeah, I think that's good. And plus, it's only the two of us, so we,
Yeah, I
like,
know. Okay, well, what I'm gonna do, just stay on. I'm gonna stop the hangout,
okay.
and then